Thanks for tuning in to Mr. Patton's channel. And today we are going to review the important information covered at the Junior Parent College Night. And if you did not get a chance to attend the meeting, this video will be very useful, as well as the parents who did attend. This can serve as a refresher for you. Take a look at the very top of my list of College Readiness Series objectives. Continue the career exploration, and that's what we're doing this year. And you'll be able to see how the career exploration is carefully tied to the college choice, the college search. Before we do that, let's take a quick look at some of the admissions processes. And certain colleges have criteria that they use to admit the students, and some of them are not selective at all, which means they don't have criteria. Basically, if you have a transcript and you graduate from high school, you're admitted. So some of your community colleges, they would all fall under that category. Virtually everyone who applies is admitted. And then you have your minimally selective schools, your selective schools, highly selective, and your public colleges and universities fall into that area. And most, or mega selective, would be your top colleges and your Ivy Leagues. So they are looking for the top GPAs, top ACT, SAT scores. And you can also see a difference in price as far as tuition, as well as the number of students attending community colleges versus public colleges versus private colleges. There's also a difference in tuition. $2,000 versus $15,000 to $20,000 for public, and $24,000 to $50,000 for your private colleges. Now, don't let the $50,000, don't let that deter you, because if you are admitted to an Ivy League school, they have some outstanding financial aid packages to allow students to attend. So by all means, if you meet the criteria and you know that the colleges are looking for, and so you can go ahead and apply to an Ivy League school or any of the top universities. And many of our students here at University High School Academy do have the profile for Ivy League and top schools. Now, in terms of career searching and college searches, we have a database that we use called careercruising.com. And this database is wonderful because it has all of these things that the students can do with one database. Research colleges, admission standards, organize information. You have a scholarship search. You can attach documents. You can access important links and documents. Develop a resume. You can even journal. So if you are attending a college fair or a college readiness series seminar, you can journal that information and store it electronically, so you can retrieve that information and review that information at any time. Let's take a look at that from a student's perspective. So, student logs in with their user ID. All students log in with SPS hyphen their ID number and then their unique password. Once they log in, they will arrive at this home page here. And from here, they can access careers by clicking this button here. And you'll see Career Selector. The juniors are working on that this year. They have to answer a series of questions, very important questions, such as school subjects that they like, core tasks. Which tasks are the students interested in doing or willing to do? And which working conditions that the students cannot tolerate. Very important. Once you have a list of careers, the students can save the careers and go back to this. They go to the EDP homepage and access careers that interest me. And you'll see I have something saved here, civil engineering. If you click civil engineering, you'll see that you can look at the job description, working conditions, salary, earnings, pre-recorded interview with videos and audio clips, and for our purposes today, we'll focus on education. So when you click education, you'll see a write-up on that, as well as here, related college programs. That's what you want to zero in on. So let's click one of the highlighted links, and that will take us here. These are the colleges in Michigan that offer this specialized degree here. You can see that there's a short list. So that helps to narrow down the colleges when you know or have some idea of what you'd like to go into. Let's click on University of Michigan. And you can look at the school's profile, and you can see the website here. So if there's any information that's missing, you can always go to the website. But when you look at the Career Cruisers database and the website of the particular college, those two together will give you all the information you need. So you don't have to surf the internet endlessly trying to find out information about colleges. We have all that information here for you. So all of this information is available about the academics, the expenses, tuition, around 23. Athletics, majors offered, all that information about the particular school. So that will kind of give you an idea of how you can relate the career choices to the particular colleges. Anytime you choose a career, you can always click on the education section and find out which schools offer which programs. In terms of careers, we have another activity that the students completed this year called Career Exploration. And that was a document that challenged the students in these areas. I say challenged because how many of us actually think about our passion, what we really like to do, our purpose? What do you really want to do? Do you want to help people? Do you want to solve problems? Do you want to uplift the community? What is it that you're aiming for, shooting for, in going into a particular career? Preparation. Do you really want to spend 8 to 10 to 12 years of school? Do you want to do that? Are you willing to do that to obtain a certain job? Stress level. Where does that fall? Okay, so if you're interested in a particular career, are you able to manage your stress level? If not, I'm not saying that you can't choose that career, but you need to think about and develop some strategies to help you manage your stress. So be aware of that. That's something that you have to think about in choosing a career. Salary. Now, let's look at real experience. Summer programs. Now, we've done a lot of things on paper, but let's get some real experience. So summer programs are excellent. Weekend programs. One-day weekend programs at the colleges. Those are excellent ways to get experience. You can ask questions. You can look at the facilities. You can sometimes even talk to college students that are there working with the programs. Summer holiday job shadowing. Contact an employee, a company, of a particular company, and say, do you allow job shadowing? I'm interested in this particular field. Is there a way that I can come in and do some volunteer work or something like that to get some real experience in the career areas you're interested in? And let's take a look at a few more factors. You want to consider the academic reputation. This is after you've narrowed down your search, okay? We talked about major and career pathway. You want to look at the admissions requirements as they relate to the student. Scholarships versus tuition. Let's go back to that. That's very important because if a school is offering the full scholarship and they have your major, that's almost a no-brainer. I mean, if they have your major, it's a pretty good school, pretty good reputation, and you have an opportunity to go free of charge, which means you won't have that debt to deal with after graduation. You can start saving all of your checks. So that would be something that I'm sure all parents would love if their students receive full scholarships or at least partial scholarships. And there are many schools who will give scholarships based on your grade point average and your ACT scores. College fairs, always good for career and college exploration. There's a big one coming up on April 11th at Coble Hall. Make sure that you are there. Make sure that your child has a way there, even if you have to drop them off, pick them up. College Week Live, that's a good database where the students can join, create an account, and they can ask questions from interview the college reps and students online. So you can reach these universities online and ask questions in real time through this particular site. Very good resource. AP credit versus dual enrollment credit. AP credit and dual enrollment credit together can be a really good carrot, because if you have AP credit and dual enrollment credit, there's certain colleges that you can look at where you can almost walk in as a sophomore because you have so much credit coming in. So that alone can be a factor that will help you decide which college you want to attend. Recruitment information that you receive through the mail is a good way to find out about colleges that you would not normally know about. Every time you take one of the standardized tests, and if you put your email address on there, and of course your mailing address, you'll start receiving mail. The students receive mail from that particular college. And that's a good way to start pairing up with universities. Friends are a good resource. Students who are in college now that you know you should ask questions. They can give you an honest assessment. Social life can be important, not as important as everything else, but there's something you can consider. So that concludes this presentation, and we will have a video to also go over the unique college application process for our school. That will be a separate video. Thank you.